one of my favorite people in the world is right in front of us, Janine.
Wow.
That's
Well,
nice.
in addition,
his wife is in the room, too.
Well, in addition to being a great person, she's the executive vice president here at All Children's of their hospital foundation, and you've certainly done a lot in your lifetime, but every time you come on the air, I feel like it gives a better explanation than I'm capable of giving about how the money's used and where it goes, because I feel like if we can explain that, then there's no reason in the world people wouldn't pick up the phone and help. So before Janine starts and telling you, kind of where some of the money goes and how it's used, remember, all that money stays right here where you live. And I hope you don't ever have to come to All Children's, but I'm certain you know somebody that's been here. We're all touched by All Children's Hospital in some way. And just knowing that it's here in case you ever need it is probably the biggest comfort in the world for all of us. So with that being said, Janine, can you walk through some of where the money goes and how it's used so that people can see that literally that $15 matters? It does.
It does. So thank you for asking me that question, and I love to answer it because the answer is easy. All the money touches every part of this hospital. So, you've heard different stories today about money that has gone to help our cancer patients, those who have heart disease or heart transplant, those who may have brain injury, little babies. I mean, those 17-year-olds that were just here.
That was amazing, wasn't it?
They're adults, but they were tiny babies at one point. So, all those areas and in every part of those areas of care. So there's equipment that we purchase. It's state-of-the-art, cutting-edge equipment we would never have if it wasn't because of gifts that people give. We're able to train our doctors and our nurses in ways that other hospitals are, I think, envious of, because the dollars that we raise through philanthropy, we're able to put our physicians and nurses into that training. We're able to just make sure that every way that we're caring for our patients is the best and the most cutting edge it can be. And philanthropy matters, so when you're driving around tonight or driving home from work or whatever you're doing, I hope that everybody's just really thinking about how their $15, their $10, their $5 could, instead of buying another little tchotchke that you might stick in somebody's stocking this season, that you turn that into something you can do to save a life here at All Children's. It's going to go directly to those families.
I mean, it literally saves lives. It sounds cliche, but we are seeing. I'm always amazed at the success stories. Kids that were not in remission last time we were here at this hospital are now running around, and we've had kids that are on their third or fourth or fifth surgery, and they know that in a few months that they're going to be running around. The success stories every year that we're here become greater, and that's because people gave so that we can do the things that you describe.
That's right. That's right.
How important is the Radiothon and US 103.5 in helping the foundation meet their goals?
Well, you guys are one of our best partners, so I should have started there by thanking you. I mean, you say that I'm one of your favorites. You are one of my favorites, and just absolutely the team, the effort you guys put into this is just amazing. So this partnership that we have, and we know that you're willing to do this with us every year. I mean, we raise big money for these kids. Last year was over $200,000 that we were able to collectively come together and put towards this care. So, as a foundation overall, we're raising $18 million a year, and having efforts like this where people are giving $15 a month, $10 a month, $5 with one-time call and one-time gift.
Yeah,
all of that adds up.
Every
single dollar. So, if somebody right now is driving and thinking, I can't do $15 a month, I'm trying to pay tuition, I'm trying to pay for gas, call in with something, just something. I really want the Miracle Makers because that makes a big difference. But if you can just call and make any kind of pledge, it's going right to those kids.
Because 8 years ago when we started this thing, I forget what the total was, like 117-ish or something. Yep. And here we blink, we're 8 years later. Last year at the end of our Radiothon, the total reached just over $1 million in 7 years. Mm-hmm. So that's where your $15 adds up and your $15 adds up, and we blink, and 7 years later, there's another $1 million, which saved, you can't even ballpark how many lives. And that's where, like Janine said, even if it's a one-time gift of $20 or $50, it all absolutely adds up, and there's not a better way that you could spend that money, I assure you.
It moves the medical miracle along. It really does. Like you said, 8 years ago, and when we talked to the doctor about those preemies born 17 years ago, the battles that they were fighting now are different than the technology that's going on today. And it's because of the donations that the philanthropists have given to All Children's and the foundation that really has made a difference, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we the dollars that we raise every year, we are so proud to be able to give, as a foundation, to be able to give those dollars to the hospital, and we know that you hear from doctors like Dr. Napolitano, who was just on the air. I know Dr. Jallo was on the air yesterday, Dr. Molaroni earlier today. I mean, we are partners walking down this road. They're providing the care directly to our patients. Me and my team we have 25 people who are in our foundation who work every day to try and raise dollars to impact the lives of these kids. So I must not be saying something right because the phones aren't ringing. So
No, I
really
think it's
hope that you
compelling.
guys-
No, I think it's a case of it's compelling, and they want to hear what's being said because it does give a clear picture of every dollar matters. It all adds up. It absolutely saves lives. The cure rate and remission rate for a lot of these children is greater today than it even was 2 years ago, as it was 10 years ago. Just like your money that you're giving today, there's going to come a time when we're sitting here, and hopefully sooner than 2020 or 2025, where we're going to say leukemia isn't a thing anymore. There's going to come a day, and the remission. I'm amazed at how many kids I met the first couple of years that had cancer or leukemia and that are running around playing soccer and football. And I mean, it really is, this hospital is an amazing thing. And to have a job like yours where you get to be part of these miracles every day, I mean, that's got to be the coolest thing on the planet.
It is. It really is the coolest thing on the planet.
All right, here's the thing. We need your help. You've heard where the money went. I can't imagine that you wouldn't want to save the life of a child. Unless you're a terrible person, then fine, don't call. That's fine. That's fine. Be a terrible person. Be selfish, go home, don't create karma for yourself. Fine. Keep on driving down the road. In fact, text and drive and do what you're doing. Or you could stop for 30 seconds and literally help save the life of a child. You could ensure that a parent is next to their child as their I'm getting mad, man.
What is wrong with you?
Well, because it's serious. You know what? If you go walk the halls of this hospital and see these parents that are pacing, they would give anything to be stuck in traffic worrying about the guy in front of them that's swerving in the lane and they can't get home and, I'm 20 minutes late. I mean, their kids fighting for their life. That's why we got to get the phones ringing and we got to give so they can be home, so that there's a shot that their kids can be home for Christmas. There's hundreds of parents that don't know if their kid's going to be home for Christmas.
And $15 is making a difference for people in this hospital right now, and that's the most important part. So
2 days a year, we're serious. This is it. Okay? So let's be big boy, adult Americans. That's what we do. We help each other in times of need. So let's pick up the phone and let's help each other and do what we do, US 1035 family. 1-800-270-8642. 1-800-270-8642. We only need, I want to say it was like 60, wasn't that? 60 more, and then we've raised the money we came here to raise. 1-800-270-8642. Every cent stays here, and I promise you're not going to spend your money a better way. We're going to take a quick break. Hopefully the phones start ringing. 800-270-8642. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back from All Children's Hospital on US 1035.
There we go.